I'm Rebecca and these are my reviews, and I finally have my IPSY for the month of March. It's like at the very end of the month. I have had these products for a couple of days though, so I have had a chance to use them as well. So the first thing that I have is this Dose of Colors concealer. This is in the shade Light. 08 Light, and it is very pale. When I first saw this, I was like, there's no way. I do have it on today though, and you know, it's not that bad. I do think that it's too fair for me, and even now while I have zero tan, it's a little on the fair side. However, the formula on this seems to be really, really nice. I've worn it without any makeup, with foundation. I haven't powdered with it because I felt like it didn't need it. You know, sometimes you have a concealer that just like settles into your wrinkles or smears or just doesn't dry down matte, so you have like shiny bags under your eyes, which is awkward. This had none of that. I actually really like the formula. It's not too heavy. It does blend out really easily and nicely. So I'm actually really considering getting one that would actually suit my skin tone, because this is also very pink and I'm more olive skinned. So I really do like the formula, but I think the color is not quite right for me, although I have been using it and you know, it works okay, I guess. How does it look on film? Anybody else get this? What are your thoughts? I am very curious to know. I've been having struggles with under eye concealer just because, you know, I am getting wrinkles, but I also have bags under my eyes. So, you know, it's like the heavy application doesn't work because of the wrinkles, but the light application doesn't work because of the bags, and you know. Anyway, I like this. I like it. Okay, next product is the eyeshadow that I am wearing today. This palette is really beautiful. This is from, I guess, Shades by Shan, San Francisco, and then it is a collaboration with MBY Makeup Studio, and they had done a collaboration, and then I think this one was specifically special to the IPSY collab, or maybe they just brought it back for IPSY. I am unfamiliar. My flower fell out. I'll put that back in. All right, back to the makeup. Okay, so the eyeshadow palette, beautiful colors. I love the array of colors as well, because you have 6 matte shades and then 3 super sparkle babies over here. And this is very warm toned, and generally speaking, well, with the red hair, I'm more okay with warm tones, but generally speaking, I like cool tones. However, I really like this palette. I think that a lot of the colors are versatile and I think they go well together. Very cohesive palette, the way that it's set up. You have this like charcoal, almost black color, and a nice brown, some good blending colors. That being said, they don't last. They just don't last. They go on beautifully, they blend out so nicely, but a couple hours into the day and I'm like, hey, what happened to my shimmer? And it's not all over my face. You know, it didn't like travel anywhere, although the black I have it on today is sort of smudged around my eyes as like an eyeliner, and I don't know, has it transferred yet? I just did my makeup, so hopefully it's still in place, but it will. By the end of the day, maybe even in an hour, it will have transferred. It's just kind of sloppy. Maybe a good primer. Just using the concealer on my eyes, that's not working out for me, which is a shame because it's a beautiful palette. So anyway, this is a blush from Ofra. I like Ofra. I have had lots of things from Ofra in the past, and they tend to be generally excellent quality. This is a very peachy toned blush. The name of it is Blush Bellini. I like the cocktail Bellini. So when I first opened this, I was like, oh, that's really peachy. I just don't think that's gonna go well with my skin tone. Again, olive skin. The orangey colors tend to just like bring out the green, and I find it very flattering. I am wearing it today and I think it just, I don't know, it looks much more natural on my cheeks. It's, you know, peachy, but it's not orangey, and it's easy to use. When I first used it, I was like, oh, I gotta like scrape the patina off of here or something, because it like, I was getting nothing. But once I dug in there a little bit, it was like, oh yeah, there we go. There's the color. It's not shimmery. In fact, it's quite matte, which, and I didn't put any highlighter on today, which sometimes I want. You know, you don't always want a shimmery face. For one thing, if you've got texture issues, go with matte, because the shiny stuff will definitely show all your texture. So, you know, wrinkles included, sometimes you want a more matte look, and it just blends everything, makes everything look seamless and flawless. And, you know, I don't know, it's a very natural looking peachy blush that I was surprised I like as much as I do, and I do really like it. This is a moisturizer. This one is from OneKind, and it is the Dream Cream Nighttime Moisturizer with squalene and rose hip. I do like this. It has almost a dry texture to it. It feels like a mid-weight moisturizer. You know, it's a little on the thick side when you first squeeze it out, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Nighttime, you think of more of a heavy moisturizer, that sort of a thing. I put it on and I was like, my face feels dry already. So I put on a second layer and I was like, okay, yeah. I woke up and my face just looked like plump and dewy and lovely. And I was like, wow, look at you, look at you. So I've used it for a couple of nights and I really do like it. It has, I mean, it feels like it's not hydrating. Again, it's that weird dry, almost like a matte moisturizer, if that's a thing, but I feel like it's definitely working. Like the ingredients in here are legit and have been doing a really great job on my skin, and my skin has been really dry lately, and I've been getting dry patches around my nose because my allergies have been out of control. So I've been loving this. I think it's great. I'm really impressed. And then the final item that I have is actually a repeat from my IPSY OS box. If you didn't see that one, I will link that in the description box below. That's where IPSY sends me a box, and it's like a sampling of different things. And this was my only repeat item. So this one is the Florence by Mills, the company Millie Bobby Brown started, and it's a lip oil. Generally speaking, I do not like lip oils. However, I like this one. I'm not sure why. To be honest, I mean, because you put it on and the second you drink something or eat something, it's gone, right? It doesn't last very long. However, it legit hydrates my lips. I mean, it's another one of those things where it's like, you don't know, at first it's just like, okay, now I have wet lips. Not wet, but you know what I mean. But then I was having like, you know those dry lips where they're just like peeling, like it's just gross. I used this a couple of times and that went away, and I was shocked. And so I've been using this, you know, I just have it like set next to the couch every time I'm like sitting there on my laptop and working and, you know, doing stuff. I tend to hang out on the couch a lot these days because it's right next to the fireplace, and I'm digging the whole general warmth, and that's another story. Anyway, the stuff is actually really, really good. It's a lip oil. It's not a lip balm. It doesn't have that waxy texture, so it is not going to stick around very long. So it's the kind of thing that, yes, leave it in your pocket or somewhere you frequent, like the couch. But I like it. So I'm happy to have a second one so that I can have one in the kitchen and one by the couch, my two favorite spots. Okay, now a recap on a couple of the items from my IPSY OS. So if you did see that, I talked about the deodorant. This is actually from their Refreshments line, and this one is the Eucalyptus Julep. They do have an unscented one, which I don't understand unscented deodorant. To me, it's just, especially like if it's like, whatever. Anyway, this smells terrible. Terrible. So I finally, because when I first reviewed this, I had used it like once or twice, and I was like, yeah, maybe. I mean, I don't like the smell of it, but it's maybe okay. Nope, not at all. So I had it in one armpit, and I used my La Vanilla in this armpit, and this armpit smelled lovely all day. This one was like, it was terrible. It's terrible. And so I asked my daughter, I was like, here, do you want this deodorant? And she was like, so I don't know what's up with that scent, and evidently the actual quality of the deodorant is boop. Okay, this one, another repeat item that I wanted to touch on. This is from this is from Item. This is the One Hit Prime Set Do It All spray. You know, you spray it on before you put on your makeup, you spray it on after, through the day, whatever. Okay. My opinion on this is that the spray on this is fantastic. It's a very fine mist. The actual product is very middle of the road, which can be a good thing because it is not sticky. It's not overly hydrating. It's not, you know, that like stiff hairspray kind of a feel that you get from some setting sprays, that sort of a thing. So I feel like I like it, and it has its place for sure. And I certainly haven't seen any longevity with this, but before my makeup or sort of mid and throughout the day as just sort of a light mist. It's just sort of like a refreshing mist that you can use anytime. So a lot of times when I'm doing my foundation is I will like dollop some foundation just on my face and then spray my face with whatever spray I have handy and then blend it in with my brush. And that just helps things to be hydrated and spread out evenly and also almost like thin out the products a little bit just so that it's not caking at all, because the older I get, the more wrinkly my makeup looks. Like I tend to look best without foundation at this point. In fact, what I'm wearing right now is what I got from IPSY. It's the Laura Geller like tinted moisturizer or something or other. And I've really been liking that because it's so lightweight. It's hardly any coverage. And it's more like a moisturizer, so it doesn't settle into my wrinkles. It doesn't give me wrinkle face or cake face. And yeah, you can see more of my skin, but meh, who cares? Who cares? Anyway, I have to say, not a bad bag. I'm actually liking most of this stuff. I feel like my OS bag was really good this month too. So let me know what you guys got in your bags, boxes, whatever these are. And let me know what you thought of all the products, because I really do feel like this was a really good month for IPSY. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!